Hi, it's Ronnie, and welcome to my channel and to How to Kill Your Scraps with Style Summer YouTube Hop. I'm going to scrap this picture of my grandson. He was hunting with his dad in youth season, and I've had it a while. It's a little damaged, but I really couldn't even find it on my computer to reprint it, so I'm going to use what I have. I could have scanned it maybe and reprinted it, but it wasn't that bad, so I just decided to use it. The whole theme of this hop is to use your scraps. And I was lucky I had some big ones. I had that frame because I needed I wanted to make some trees. This is from like the June, July How to Kill a Kit with Style. And I needed to make some trees, so I cut out the center of that to use for my die cuts. And because I thought I could still use the outside on one sooner or later. And the tree one, it came from a paper pad, and I believe it was a American Crafts Christmas paper pad. And I pulled it out to use what's missing, maybe a third of it, on a layout in my kit, and went ahead and left it in there. And of course the plaid was in there too, and this was from Happy Camper. And this one I'd used a third of on a layout. It was a scrap lift, and they had only used a third of wood grain on their layout. So I had a good chunk of it left too. I am going to back the picture in it also. And I think it probably left it maybe 8 by 8, somewhere in that area. And I'm gutting the pieces I'm using to layer my picture in, because I thought, well, I know I have no more of these. I want to make sure that I have enough for this layout in case I decide to do something that I need them for. And I will. Well, not all of them, but I am going to need that orange one, and I think the green one. The piece from the wood grain, it wasn't very big, but I never did use it anyway. And this orange was in my kit, and I really thought I'd use it more than I did. I had a really big piece of it left. And camp, when I laid it down there, looked like it needed something, so I thought, okay, I'll back it in the orange and then the green. Well, by the time I got done cutting them, I changed my mind about the green. Not because I didn't want to cut it. I just thought it was looking fine laying there on that wood grain. And the A, instead of being an A in the word camp, is a teepee. And I thought that was cute. And here's the letters I got out. My original title was going to be Camp Sure Shot or Eagle Shot or Training Gun something. I was going to have something like that. I can't remember exactly what it was. But while I was doing the layout, I was thinking about them going camping, and how all the men around here, I just don't even understand it, go all year long saying they're going to the woods, hunt squirrel, whatever. But sure as it comes deer season, they're going to the deer woods or the deer camp or both. And I wonder, why do they add the deer part on there? It's the same woods. It's not any different. And we know it's deer season, so why do they add it? I just never could get it. I didn't say anything to them about it. I haven't never said it because, it's probably a man thing. But yeah, I decided to put it on my layout though, deer camp. So in case anybody forgets that that's what it's called, it's going to be on my layout. But Jake was taking a shot at a deer, and his dad decided he better take a picture of it. Thank goodness. So I have one. And of course his mom wanted one too. This frame was laying on my, it's in a bowl on my desk. I'd gotten them out, and they're called the Pier. I can't remember. I know that was the name of the collection, but I can't remember who did it. But I had an extra package, and I set the package over there so that I would be sure to use them because they've been sitting around for a long time. Anyway, I looked over there and seen this one. I thought, oh, that'd go with my collection. I'm going to use it. And then I, of course, thought about trying that little moose in there. Yeah, most moose aren't very little. The moose this little boy's daddy got, he drove it out here so I could see it. He'd gone to Montana or somewhere hunting, and it was huge. I mean, it took up the whole back end of his pickup truck and then some. I mean, he like to not got it to fit in there. Oh, I just couldn't believe how big it was. But we have them now around here. They imported them so they could bring them back to the habitat in Missouri because we didn't have none for so many years. And they actually had moose hunting season. Well, they're going to have it this fall. And you had to sign up and get your name in a lottery because they were only going to pull, I think, 300 names, something like that. And I imagine a lot of people's hoping their name's going to get called. These pieces here they were made from scraps. That's what I usually use for my die cuts. And since this is a scrap hop, I used them. The green ones were all used from last month when I did the Christmas card that had the little tree that was a pop-up. I saved all them, and so these are small dies, so they fit around the edge of it because I cut them to fit the tree, and the top part is a lot thinner than the bottom part. So both sides up there was pretty good size for the little branches. And then I cut the brown out of scrap too, but I can't remember what I cut it out of. But I remember using all them and thinking, oh, I'm so glad I didn't throw them away. Green's my favorite color, so of course I didn't. Well, I don't throw it away unless it's little tiny parts that I can't use as anything anymore. Or I run over them in my chair. One or the other. I really hate it when I run over them in my chair that I've dropped them. And sometimes it's when I back up to look to see what I dropped. That's when I run over it. But I can't see otherwise. I am. I'm layering something here. Oh, I think it's that word documented. And I wanted to use the bluish color again in the layout because that instead of just being green, the frame has got like a little bit of bluish color. And then his hoodie is a bluish green. It's dark bluish green. And oh yeah, I didn't have no reinforcers in either one of my tags. I had punched them out. They were from a die cut Tim Holtz layered tags, maybe it's called. And it comes with a few different size tags and the reinforcer. I don't never use that one. I use the one that's handy right here. It's so little. I used it before I got this reinforcer, but since I got this reinforcer, it sits in there and don't get used. I figure if I needed it as an assembly line sometime, I might do it, just toss it on there each time. But it's so tiny, it'll be gone in no time. And then I'll be so surprised when I run across it. If ever. I know I have one that is long gone, probably went in the trash or something accidentally because it's a letter. And what's funny, I had a Y missing for, at least a year. Found the Y. First time I use them, I lose the A. Well, I need the A a whole lot more than I did the Y. I don't know where it went, but it was tiny. I thought I should have never took them apart. But yeah, I took them apart. I popped those little pieces off of there. I've got some since then, and I did not do that. Be advised, do not take your wire cutters and cut them apart. Leave them together. Oh, where am I at? I got sidetracked. Oh, this is that adorable little beaver. He is sitting on a log and just looking so pleased and happy. And I thought, well, I only have two little pieces of greenery. Well, one's brown, but I only had two left, so I thought I'd put them over there by the word documented. And I'm trying to think what else to do, and I'm looking at the stuff, and I see my wood veneer. I could put stars on here instead of enamel dots because I was considering it. putting the enamel dots. I did have them out there in different shades of blue. But then I decided to do the stars instead. I'm glad I went with the stars. I think they look really good on here. And there is lots of texture on here. Different textures and layers. But yeah, the stars worked really well. But if you look down there below, you'll see everybody that's in the hop. And Jen is the one who originated the hop. I'm trying to think of her YouTube name and I can't. My mind is blank. But Jennifer is the one who started it. And her name will be down there. But yeah, check them out, see what all they did with their scraps. Don't throw your scraps away, save them. You can use them for all kinds of stuff. But thank y'all so much for watching. If you leave a comment below, I'll get back with you. And if you like the video and hit a thumbs up, I'd appreciate it. And if you are not subscribed to my channel, I'd love to have you subscribe. And those of you who already are, thank you so much. But have a happy, scrappy week. Take care and stay safe. And yeah, there's that little beaver. Isn't he adorable? I mean, he is just adorable. And the document, see, one of them is brown because I thought I needed brown too. But yeah, that's it. That's my layout. Have a happy, scrappy week. Bye.